Hi, my name is Jade Barbee, and I'm a trainer and practitioner of EFT, or Emotional Freedom Techniques. It's also called tapping, because the way we do it is we tap with our fingertips on acupressure points on the face and body, and by doing that and tuning into what's wrong, what feels bad, we can feel better. And in simple terms, that's really what EFT is about. It's helping us feel better, even when stuff outside of us is feeling pretty bad or out of our control. And of course, most things outside of us are out of our control, except for how we respond to it on the inside. And that's how EFT has been really important to me, helping me to regulate my own nervous system, to really take responsibility for my own feelings and my own thoughts, and to feel better when things outside aren't feeling so great. And right now we're in this time of COVID-19 going on around the world, and there's a lot that feels wrong to a lot of people, and certainly does to me. And I'm going to give you an exercise to do that will hopefully be neutral enough and meaningful enough that you can do it and feel a benefit and experience EFT for yourself. And this exercise is called the Constricted breathing exercise. So before we start, I wanted you to make sure to wash your hands. And I want you to wash your hands when we're done, because what we're going to do is we're going to tap on our face a few points here and here. I'll take you through it. And you just need to have clean hands to be able to do that. The other thing I'd like you to do is to take full responsibility for your emotional health and well-being during this process and after. Because sometimes when we're tapping into what feels bad or what feels wrong, we can get emotional. And it's only natural when we are not pushing things away anymore. We're sort of being present to them. Emotions can come up. And what's nice about the tapping is that just by breathing and doing a few rounds, you can calm yourself down. So to do the constricted breathing exercise, what I'd like you to do is to take a nice deep breath. And I want you to do it again, but this time I want you to measure the tightness or constriction in your breathing between 0 and 10. 0 would be completely free breathing, and 10 would be very tight. So try it again with me. What's the number? I think mine's probably about a 5 or a 6. So once you have your number, let's do some tapping together. So the first thing is to bring your dominant hand over to your other hand and tap very gently on this point here. This is called the sleight of hand point, and it's the first part of the EFT process. It's called the setup. And so I'd like you to repeat after me. Even though I have this constriction in my breathing, I deeply and completely accept myself. I know it can feel a little strange to say that, but just humor me for a little bit. Even though I have some of this constricted breathing, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have some of this constriction in my breathing, I deeply and completely accept myself. And then tapping through the points, top of the head, this constriction in my breathing. Eyebrow, this constriction in my breathing. And the side of the eye, this constriction in my breathing. Under the eye, this constriction in my breathing. Under the nose, this constriction in my breathing. Chin point, this constriction in my breathing. Collarbone, this constriction in my breathing. Under the arm, this constriction in my breathing. And finally, back to the side of the hand, this constriction in my breathing. And we're going to add one more additional point. It's called the gamut point. It's between these last two knuckles right here. This constriction in my breathing. Great. Take a nice deep breath again. And measure the level of tightness or constriction between 0 and 10 now. If it didn't change, that's okay. If it changed a little bit, great. Some people might have had a big drop in intensity. Some people, it might have gotten a little more tight. As you tuned into it, you're really realizing how tight it actually is. Let's do one more round together. So on the side of the hand, even though I still have some of this constricted breathing, this is where I'm at. Even though I still have some of this constriction in my breathing, this is where I'm at. One more time. Even though I still have some of this constriction in my breathing, and I got my reasons, this is where I'm at. This constriction in my breathing. Eyebrow. This constriction in my breathing. This tightness in my breathing. Under the eye. This tightness in my breathing. Under the nose. This tightness in my breathing. Chin point. This tightness in my breathing. Collarbone. This tightness in my breathing. Under the arm. This tightness in my breathing. And side of the hand. This tightness in my breathing. And finally, the gamut spot. This tightness in my breathing. Take a nice deep breath again. And measure the tightness. I'm already starting to feel a little bit better. And if chances are, if you're feeling better, I encourage you to do a few more rounds of it if you need to. Rewind the video and tap along again. If you'd like to download a free tapping chart, check out the links below. And you can also download a free manual where you can learn all about this work and how EFT can be used for all sorts of things and help you when you're really stuck. So I hope you'll tap again. It's been nice working with you. Thanks.